Good morning, everybody. It's time to do today's daily deals review. I'm going to go over a few things. First of all, let's see if we can get a 750 gold reward on this. Yeah, okay. And play 40 lands. Like, come on, that's a super easy one. Okay, let's check out the store, and then we'll take a look around everywhere else. Oh, interesting. Avatar, maybe? Okay. All right, so once again, card styles, total waste of time. I definitely would never pay gems or gold for card styles, or not never, but rarely. I guess if you really like this Trostani, this avatar, then 500 gold is not really a ton. So I mean, if you really like it, then go ahead. I'm probably not going to pick this up just because Selesnya is not really my thing. But you know what? Like, if you like it, then this isn't too bad, and especially because you can keep this for a while. Like it doesn't cycle or it doesn't rotate. So I mean, that's fine, I guess. Again, it's not the worst, but it's not the best either. Okay. There's a couple of things I want to show. I got a pack. Let's check it out. What's in my pack here? All right. Oh, okay. A Yorion. Yeah, I just talked about how these cards should be banned, but I mean, I'll take it. I'll probably have to play some broken degenerate deck later with it. So, okay. Now, the one thing I wanted to talk about here was this workshop, Uncharted Paths, and okay, so obviously you should play this. There's just a little bit of time left on it. I'm not sure how much time exactly, but um, basically, if you haven't played it yet, you should. You can get like gems or gold or whatever from this, and you don't need to make your own deck. You get to play one of these two. If you overall, I played both decks, and I found that the white deck is actually a lot better. So the white deck, has I think the reason why it's better is because it's a kind of a go wide strategy with lots of tokens and stuff like that. Both decks seem kind of weird in that like they're not really totally built correctly. I think, like for instance, the inclusion of Starfield Mystic is always kind of a feel bad because it says like when an enchantment is put into a graveyard, right? Then he gets +1/+1. But like really, the only enchantment you have that does this is Birth of Meletus, right? So like and then even then, like so like what are you? You're playing Birth of Meletus on turn 2, and then Starfield Mystic, which is a 2 of on turn 3, and then you might get a +1 2 turns later if he doesn't get removed. Um, it just seems kind of weird. And then, yeah, like this one's nice, I guess. Divine Visitation. I never got this card, but overall, it's a good mix of go wide, and you can do a decent amount of um, damage on it. Especially, I got this Reverend Hoplite out, which is pretty good. Archon of Sun's Grace is pretty good. So you're just making a ton of tokens, and it even has some decent removal with Prison Realm and Conclave Tribunal. It's it's got a little bit of scry with Omen of the Sun, stuff like that. So I mean, it's not. I think I could have made a better deck, but but I think it's okay for what it is. All right, but Self Mill I found was just kind of low on threats, right? And then when people got threats out, then basically like the white deck was just able to remove those threats, right? And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it doesn't have a ton of creatures. Like he's got like Merfolk's Secret Keeper, and presumably you're supposed to mill yourself and get out things like these like Narcomoebas, which again there's only two, and even if you get a Narcomoeba, it's just like a 1/1, right? Like okay, well it doesn't really help when your opponent has like like 15 tokens against you, right? Devour a Memory, it doesn't really have any removal at all. um, yeah, I mean, overall, like, I mean, it's not the worst deck. It's not that you can't win with this, but just overall, it's not that great. Yeah, I mean, I just didn't find it to be. I found it like just really dirtily, and the white deck, like whenever I played this, I got crushed by the white deck every time. And when I played the white deck, I crushed this deck every time. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I would just play the white deck. I think this deck has an interesting idea, but it needs a little bit of work. So, anyways, yeah. So if you're gonna play this Uncharted Paths, I like these workshops because they let players see like new types of like play ideas, different deck building ideas and strategies. And lets them play and get a few rewards and stuff just for um, without having any investment really. Like, so I mean, it's good, but but yeah, definitely you should play the white deck if you only have a limited amount of time. Yeah, there's only 24 minutes left or 24 hours left. So if you're going to play this, then then definitely play the white deck, and then you'll be able to get a win there. Anything else going on? FN at home, historic brawl. Okay. Oh, okay. So is that what it is this weekend? All right, so it's going to be Historic Brawl this weekend, so we'll take a look at that. Maybe I'll make a deck tech about this and give you some ideas for some Brawl decks that you might be able to win with, this weekend. So, anyways, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.